disabled people against cuts. Solidarity to you all on the march and watching from home today. 6 years ago, we stormed Parliament for the right to independent living. We occupied that building and nearly got into the House of Commons chamber. This is a message to Boris Johnson. We did it then. We can do it again for equality, inclusion and social justice. You will never take our right to protest. We will occupy buildings. We will block roads. And you be afraid. Be very afraid. Because after 15 months of shielding, DPAC are back! The pandemic has had an absolute catastrophic impact on disabled people's lives. Thousands of disabled people have had do not resuscitate orders placed on their medical records without their knowledge or consent or that of their families. We must hold the government to account for that. But during the pandemic, the government used the Care Act of 2014 and the easements under that act to cut social care. When disabled people needed the support, it was taken from them. We say to this government, we demand a fully funded social care system, free at the point of need, and we will fight for it. We remember every human being who's lost their lives due to the pandemic, but it should never be forgotten that 60% of coronavirus deaths are disabled people. We demand an independent coronavirus inquiry. At the beginning of the pandemic, Rishi Sunak uplifted universal credit by £20 a week. We're fighting to get universal credit, the uplift made permanent. He's only extended it to September. But during the budget, he forgot disabled people. He forgot the 2.5 legacy benefit claimants. He discriminated against them. Many who are having stark choices between heating or eating. We demand, Rishi Sunak, 20 more for all. We demand you cancel the cut to universal credit. We say to all of you out there, support Unite Community's member-led Day of Action on the 14th of July. We say to you, join the summer of activity, but we also say to you, our overall aim, universal credit is a crime. We need to get universal credit stopped and scrapped and replaced with a social security system that is fair and just for everyone, with a safety net for everyone. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. Thousands of disabled people have died due to the cuts to work capability assessment and personal independence payments. That should never be forgotten. We say to this government, you've got blood on your hands of disabled people. We demand an independent benefit deaths inquiry. But we also demand that you enshrine the right to independent living into UK law. You enshrine the United Nations Conventions of the Rights of People with Disabilities, the 36 articles, you implement them. But this is a message to Johnson and to all of the government. You're guilty of grave and systematic human rights violations towards disabled people under the UNCRPD. There's only one place for you. In the dock, facing justice, there's only one place for you. That's prison. And we're going to make sure it happens. DPAC will see you on the streets very soon. Solidarity.
Palestine! 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 Palestine!
Wow, how good was that? How good was that? Paula Peters, a fighter, someone who's chained herself up in that house over there to make the point on behalf of disabled people like herself. Fantastic, well done, Paula, and fantastic contribution from DPAC.